Hello again. This is the second video in this series on forecasting the Ords index. As you remember, the first video we had the big crash low into 09 and the points going in it, giving you the next low of 38.29, and we had top to top giving that low into there, into that low there. So we're moving on now to the next top. Every low is followed by a top and every top is followed by a low, and that's quite obvious. So here we have a new set of numbers down the bottom here, underneath 883 calendar days between the lows. We also have 777 points between the lows. That's basically twice 388 to 389. It's a number I found out about 30 years ago. Don't know where it comes from. All I know is it works in a lot of markets. It's quite a strong number, and that's twice the number. So we had the top, the 1242 degrees top to top of 5070, and then we went down into 3829 low, and then we rose back up to the next top. This was a rise of 686 points. Now, as I said in the previous video, please write that number down. That's going to be critical right today on whether we have a major top at the moment. So write down 686. But looking at the actual top, going back to 012, we have between the top of 5070 and this top, we have 386 calendar days, which, as it's written here, is 50% between 777. A lot of people just factor 50% into price only, and as I said previously, if you're waiting for that to happen, 50% reversals, 50% this and that, you'll be going hungry a lot of the time. But 50% in time, and time is always stronger than price, is very important. So we had basically 50% of the time between the lows gave me the next top. And as we can see, in about 2.5 to 3 weeks, we went down nearly 500 points. So these are significant runs for the nimble-footed. I always go, as I said previously, I used to trade the SPY futures quite heavily. When it was a big contract, $100 a point as opposed to 25. So I always go on the points, the dollars per point, and 400, 500 points in 3 weeks, you know, it's $50,000 in the old contract. It's a lot of money, so it's worth doing your homework. And it also puts a sword to the idea you have to day trade to make money. You're going to have to trade this type of thing 3 or 4 times a year, and you can do very, very well. So looking at that, we can move forward to the next chart, and we're coming to the same top. We had 386 days between the tops, 386 points also between the tops. Now we'll go back and show you that. We had 386 calendar days and 386 points. So we got perfect balance at the top. And now we're going to focus in a bit closer. As you can see, we went down to a 3829 low, which is over here on the left-hand side. And then we rose up 266 calendar days. And from the previous top, we also came over 265 trading days. Trading days is obviously the 5-day week. It's the days the market trades. Calendar days is part of a 7-day week. So we have 265 and 266. As far as I'm concerned, that's perfect. A friend of mine once said, you know, amateurs seek perfection, professionals seek results. Well, it's true. If I'm 1 or 2 points out or 1 or 2 days, I don't care. I don't go long or short until confirmation. Confirmation for me is rising above the low day's high or going down below the high day's low. So until that happens, there is no damage done. So here we have balance, perfect balance, 265 trade days top to top. It's the same amount of points and as days. We have 266 calendar days up. So we're looking really, really good here. And you can see I've done a little bit of work on the next top. I have 247 calendar days over. 249 trade days over. Now that didn't hold the market up for more than a week. There was about 100, 120 points in that. But it was still good trading if you're onto it. So we're setting ourselves up for quite a nice little campaign. We started back in 07 where we've just got basic numbers. Let's assume we haven't touched the market before. We've got all these numbers going into the major low. We've got all these numbers coming across top to top. So now we're starting to fill our diary with a few extra numbers. And we keep them marked on our charts or marked on a piece of paper. I just print A4 paper and I keep my little folder. I'm very old-fashioned. I keep files on my external hard drive, but I like a folder with the loose leaves inside where I can keep an eye on things. So we have a top 3 to 6 calendars and 3 to 6 points between top. Great trade. Doesn't get, you know, never look a good horse to mate, but frankly, it doesn't get much better than that. And as you can see by the red bars coming down here, it was money for jam if you're onto it. But the previous range into that top was 686 points. In the next couple of videos I'm going to show you are really going to bring that front and foremost. So that's it for this one. And I'm going to try and keep a bit more, trying to keep it a little bit more regular on the posting of videos, because we are at a point, in my opinion, very important potential top has just happened. Thank you.